And now it's time for the lightning round with Brad Butt. Brad, are you all set to go?
Yep, let's roll.
All right, the Canada-US border is finally reopening. When is it going to happen and who can get across?
Well, it opened August 9th, but it only opened for Americans to come into Canada as long as they're fully vaccinated. There hasn't been anything reciprocal yet. That may be as early as August the 21st, but at this stage, it's only a one-way deal. Only Americans welcome here.
Brad, the labor shortages have been a sore topic for a lot of businesses, but the July employment numbers are up. Where are all these people coming from?
Well, employment numbers are up in various sectors, but also including some of the hardest hit sectors where people have come back to work. But what I'm hearing from particularly hospitality, restaurant, and personal care businesses is people are not returning to work now that those businesses are reopened. There's a significant labor shortage. There's one business I'm aware of that has made the decision not to open at lunch anymore because he just doesn't have the staff. It's remarkable to think, but a lot of people left those sectors.
I know I was up in Gravenhurst at Taboo Resort last week for some vacation, went into Gravenhurst and there were at least 4 or 5 restaurants that had not reopened. And the reason is they just don't have the people. So let's move on to vaccine passports or proof of vaccine. The call for this seems to be growing. What are you hearing?
Well, it is growing, including from the Canadian Chamber of Commerce and the Ontario Chamber, as well as our own, who have taken leadership roles in this. Businesses are asking for it. People are very concerned about a possible 4th wave and particularly concerned about unvaccinated people. So there is growing interest in having the federal government do something with the provinces to create a vaccine passport. Tremendous pressure to do it. We'll have to see what happens.
There's a recent climate change report that came out painting a grim picture. Where did the report come from? Is it biased?
Well, this is the Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change as part of the United Nations. The report that came out this week was quite grim, calling for the heating up of the earth happening much quicker than people had thought prior to. And obviously, I mean, we've seen some of the devastation that climate change has been in effect with forest fires and other things going on. This is a serious issue. The question is, what's the right way to deal with it? And what's the right way to minimize the impact on the economy?
All of these things, bad, the border opening, labor shortages, vaccine passports, and climate change. I don't know. Are these things going to form a platform for an early election? What are you hearing?
Well, I still believe that one day, early next week, Prime Minister Trudeau will take a little walk across the lawn at Rideau Hall and visit our new Governor General and ask her to dissolve Parliament for an election campaign that I suspect will be on either the 20th or 27th of September. I think the horse is out of the barn. They can't really backtrack now, although there's calls from opposition leaders to say, don't go into a pandemic election, but it's on its way.
And of course, we do want to recognize the great service that former Premier Bill Davis gave to the province. And sadly, he passed away with his last week. Fortunately, he was with his family. So our deepest sympathy and condolences go out to the family. That's it for the lightning round with Brad Butt. We'll talk to you next week.
Thanks, David.